Hey parents, I'm James Thornock from Coder Kids, and I'm super happy to tell you about the program that we have running this semester. So we have two different programs depending on grade level. So we have Coding Foundations that's in kindergarten through second grade, and then we also have Coding in Scratch, and that's third grade through fifth grade. Now there are two separate ones. I'm going to start with Coding Foundations and then move to Scratch. It's called Coding Foundations because we focus on the foundations, the fundamental logic of coding. And so, what is that? We focus on sequential logic, conditional logic, directional logic, and then we also introduce students to an actual keyboard. So they're going to really actually be typing, know where ASDF and JKL in that semicolon is, right? And so that is really important. They will be actually doing a series of games and apps throughout the course, and you're going to get a report of that every single week sent to your email. So you'll see kind of which activities they're working on each week, and you can see maybe they have a favorite and they make a lot more progress in a particular activity. That's fine. Maybe you can ask them about it. So one of the reasons we send this progress report home is so that you as a parent are equipped with knowing exactly what's happening in the classroom, and then you can go ahead and ask your kid about the various activities that they're already doing instead of a vague, hey, how was school today? You can say, hey, I noticed you were doing a lot of Robot Turtles or a lot of Code.org or Scratch Junior. Why do you like that? Or it seems like you got really far. Good job. These are important conversations that you can have, and we find that students that have that support at home really make a lot more progress in the class and then just have more fun, right? So that's our Coding Foundations class. Now our Game Design in Scratch class is super fun. Obviously, we're designing video games. They're doing animations and their own stories, and that's a lot of fun. It's kind of like the perfect marriage between that coding and mathematics side of the brain and that creative, expressive side of the brain. It's really really so much fun and super academic as well. I mean, here I'm just going to rattle off a bunch of things that are going to be touched on in this course. So we're talking algebra, coordinates, multiplication, division, greater than, less than, logic. They're going to be learning about variables, lists, algorithms, a lot of really important stuff. But a lot of the same stuff that we went over in Coding Foundations, just a more adult version, right? So you have sequential logic, you have that conditional logic again. We've got those loops that we'll use in the logic, and so we use the language Scratch for that, and that is developed by MIT, and it's just a ton of fun. And again, just like with Coding Foundations, there is that progress report that you get every single week that talks about the update, the progress that your child is actually making. And the final day of both classes is the showcase, and that is, as you might guess, to showcase the projects that they've worked on, that they've completed, and showcase what they've learned. So for Coding Foundations, that really involves all the parents coming in, seeing the different apps, the different programs, kind of what's been worked on, and then what kids have learned that year and kind of what's next. In a similar way, in Scratch, the showcase really covers the actual projects that these your kids are actually doing, what they learned, what principles they learned in different projects, and then really the cool expression of each individual child as they show you projects that were all have they all had the same kind of skeleton, but then they all manifested differently, and it really is beautiful and compelling and just cool. It's a lot of fun. And additionally, we do give out certificates at the end of the semester, so you can put those up on the wall, really be proud of the accomplishment. That's pretty much it. If you do have any more questions, shoot me an email, james@coderkids.com. And thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it.